Yeah. So in conic section, what we all discuss about is the different sections of cones, and which are we discuss about circle, parabola, ellipse, or hyperbola. We have already discussed circles in previous chapter. So let's now start with conic section discussion. First of all, what is conic section? The location of a point P which moves in a plane such that the distance from a fixed point, the fixed point is the focus here, is always in a constant ratio to its constant ratio is the eccentricity here to its perpendicular distance from a fixed straight line is known as conic section. So I'm repeating the definition. The locus of a point P which moves in a plane only such that the distance from a fixed point is always in a constant ratio to its perpendicular distance from a fixed straight line is known as conic section. From figure, section of a right circular cone by a plane parallel to a generator of the cone is a parabola. Which one? Let me show the different color. This, this is a parabola. And similarly, we'll find out different things. Let me down. This fixed point is the focus. This constant ratio that we are talking about is eccentricity. Highly favorite question of UPSC. To its perpendicular distance from a fixed straight line. The fixed straight line that we are referring to is directrix. We'll talk about what are these. Okay. So let's move ahead with the discussion of parabola this time. So locus of all such points which is equidistant from a given fixed point and from given fixed line is known as parabola. The straight line perpendicular from the focus to the directrix is called the axis of the parabola. Okay, without wasting for more time, let's discuss about parabola. Let's draw the drawing of parabola. Basically this shape. I'm not drawing it beautifully, but somewhat this shape is known as parabola. Give me a minute. See, this is a parabola. If we have to discuss about perfect parabola, no? So this is a parabola. From now on, I'm just going to draw my parabola like this because I only know this drawing. Okay. I'm looking for a perfect drawing, but to be able to find it. Anyways, let's use this what we have. Okay. So this is the drawing of parabola that you can see in front of you. Let me. So let me draw inspiration from this and draw a parabola by myself. So, oh my God. I think I should not be. Let's focus on our topic once again. So, coming back, a parabola looks somewhat like this. This is, if we draw two axes also, this is x axis, this is x axis, sorry, this is y axis, and this is x axis. And the parabola is somewhat like this. And this parabola here is upward opening parabola. See, it is upward opening parabola. And this parabola here that I'm referring to in red color is rightward opening parabola. And can make another parabola in yellow color, downward facing parabola. Can draw another parabola in the third color, which we can use as green, leftward opening parabola. So these are all parabolas having in different faces, opening towards different faces. But what's more is the equation of this parabola. So typically, if we look at this parabola in this axis system, this parabola is always having values of y as positive. Values y as positive. It means y can never be negative here. So the degree of y will be 1. And x can be negative or positive. X square is equals to 4ay. Earlier, if we talk, so the equation for this parabola is x square is equals to 4ay. Y is always positive. Okay. This rightward facing parabola. In this, the y, the x is always positive here. So y square is equals to 4ax. Now this time in the yellow parabola, we can see the y is always negative here. Okay. So minus of x square is equals to 4ay, or we can write it like x square is equals to minus of 4ay. In the green, we can see that the x is always negative here. So y square is equals to minus of 4ax. So from here, all of these different equations, we have got to know that the parabola will be having two variables, out of which one variable with degree 2. These are some observations. Okay, fine. So y is equals to 4ax and Why particularly 4a? Just because just as we have written 2gx and 2fy na, for a better understanding of formulas. That's the reason. That is simply the reason. So we have understood about basics. Let's now draw its advanced its advanced diagram. So let's look at here in the picture. This is y square is equals to 4ax. Now, instead of looking here, let me draw it for you. This is the y-axis and this is the x-axis. Let me draw the parabola. This is the parabola, okay? So focus will be somewhat here. And we are calling this point as S. Its coordinates are A and 0. We are taking a point P here and a random point P, X, Y. And there's a directrix also. A fixed straight line that we talked about. We draw it in orange. It's perpendicular fixed line. And this line, this point is M, this point is S, the distance between origin and S is A. Okay. And the distance between O and this point Q, the straight line, is also A. Okay, so the Q's origin will be, Q's point will be minus A, 0. So these are some basics. Now, what is what here? So this straight line, which is at the same distance from the focus, like the distance between O and S is the focus here. No. And the focus is at a distance of A from the origin. And also the directrix is also at the same distance from the origin. So this line is known as directrix. This orange line. This is focus and this is any random point. Now we also discussed about eccentricity in parabola. So eccentricity in parabola is always 1 for parabolas. Now, what is eccentricity? What is that common ratio? So eccentricity in parabola is, oh, wait a minute. Eccentricity in parabola is given by 2b by a. Now first let's discuss about what is this a is that I am talking about. So first, if you like, just recognize that it is a parabola and simply say that eccentricity is 1. Now let's talk about one more thing. If I meet this point, this green line, as you can see, if I meet meet these 2 points on the parabola with the focus. Then, using the equation of parabola, which is actually y square is equals to 4ax here. This is the equation of parabola. So this point, this point here will be given by like x, the x coordinate is a only. So if x coordinate is a, 4a square is equals to y square, it becomes plus minus 2a. So this is plus 2a and this will be minus 2a. So these are 2 points. And this distance, as we call it, as we know, this is 2a. And this distance will also be 2a. And this green dotted line is latus rectum. What is this? Latus rectum. Now let me read the definition of latus rectum. The chord passing through the focus and perpendicular to the axis. The chord passing through the point and perpendicular to the axis is known as latus rectum. Give me a minute. Yeah, Rini, are you there?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So eccentricity for parabola is always 1, and this is lattice rectum. Now let's re-understand everything. So we have drawn a parabola y square is equals to 4ax, and from the equation we have find it out a. Okay, we have find it out a. Now the code which is passing through the focus and is perpendicular with the axis is known as the lattice rectum. The length of lattice rectum is 4 times of a. The length of lattice rectum is 4 times of a. So let me write everything here. So length of lattice rectum is 4 times. So the length of lattice rectum for parabola is 4 times a. When our equation of parabola was y square is equal to 4ax. Okay. The equation of lattice rectum, because lattice rectum is a straight line, as it is passing parallel to the y-axis. So it is equals to x is equals to a. This is the equation of lattice rectum. Okay. Now this is origin, and this point is also called as vertex V. Now, what is vertex here? Vertex is simply the point of is the midpoint of lining joining the focus and the intersection point of the intersection point of directrix axis with the axis. Okay, so this and this is the focus. This is the directrix point of intersection. The midpoint is the vertex. ठीक है. Now the length of the length between the directrix and the focus is two-way. So length between point of intersection directrix and focus is a plus a equals to 2a. And the relation between, this is the previous year question, length of lattice rectum is equals to twice of length of point of intersection of directrix and focus. So it's twice of distance between directrix and lattice rectum. This green color dotted line is lattice rectum. So there are there are a lot of things, there are a lot of terms. Is everything clear?
Yes, sir.
This is vertex. This is focus. This green dotted line is lattice rectum. There are 2 points. Lattice rectum is actually the line which is a chord and perpendicular to the axis passing through focus. Okay, so this is particularly for y is equals to 4ax, where length of lattice rectum is 4a, the length between the directrix and the focus, the length between the directrix and the lattice rectum is 2a. So these are some things. Okay, so it is just not going to be that we are always going to discuss about y square is equals to 4ax. First, let's what we have understood. Let's understand from here. So the focus here was we are discussing about y square is equals to 4x. Okay. So the focus here was A0. The directrix was x is equals to minus of A. We have not written directrix here. Directrix here is this x is equals to minus of A. This line. X is equals to minus of A. This is the equation of directrix straight line. Vertex is at origin. Axis is x axis that the parabola is touching, lying upon. So y is equals to 0. Length of latus rectum. This length is 4a. 2a this, 2a this, completely 4a. Equation of latus rectum is x is equals to a. This whole line. This whole line. Equation is x is equals to a. Extremities of latus rectum. These are known as extremities of latus rectum, which are a 2a and a minus of 2a. We have already talked about it. Eccentricity is always 1 for every kind of parabola. The focal distance is x plus a. What is focal distance? A chord of a parabola passing through the focus is called the focal chord RS. Okay. So the focal distance is x plus a. These are some details about a right-handed parabola. A right parabola also. When the parabola is opening towards its left, it's called as left parabola, left-facing parabola. And this is upward-facing parabola. This is downward-facing parabola. Now, for left-facing also, nothing much changes. The focus becomes negative, directrix becomes positive, and everything length, all lengths become same, remains same. The equation of latus rectum changes. X is equals to minus a this time because the latus rectum is lying on the in the second third quadrant, and the extremities sign changes here. Everything is logical. Every change is a logical change here. Any doubts in understanding right parabola and left parabola? Please ask if there is any doubt.
No, sir, no doubts.
Okay. Let's now discuss about upward facing parabola. So things don't change much here, except that the focus will remain as A, but of course, this time the focus is going to lie upon the y-axis. Focus is going to lie. Earlier, the focus was lying on x-axis. This time on y-axis. So the coordinate of x becomes 0, and the coordinate of y becomes positive a. The length remains 4a every time. The equation of this lattice rectum changes as y is equals to plus of a. This is the equation of lattice rectum. This is the equation of lattice rectum. The equation for directrix changes. This becomes y is equals to minus of a. And vertex is 0, 0, of course. What else? The extremities, the extremities, x will be positive here. So this is, we can find out the value of x here. 4a. Y is common now. Y is a only. X can be find out by 4a square. So it is minus 2a. This side plus 2a into a. What else? Eccentricity is 1 always. Y plus a. Similarly, for downward facing, some things change. Only the signs. Very logical change. And that we call as the focal distance between, like the focal distance is the distance between the point and the focus. If the parabola is downward facing parabola, this time the directrix will become positive, lattice rectum will become negative, and the focus y coordinate will also become negative. So these are minute changes, but we just have to understand that what is focus, what is directrix, what is vertex, what is length of lattice, what is the length of lattice rectum, what is lattice rectum, what are the extremities of lattice rectum, how can we find out these simple things. Is this clear?
Yes, sir.
Let's not talk about some the general equation of a parabola. Okay. So as general equation is in second degree, so this represents a parabola when only when, and this is not equal to 0, ep minus h square is equals to 0, and eccentricity is 0. Eccentricity is 1. These are three conditions. Ax square, ax square plus 2hxy plus by square plus 2gx plus 2fy plus c is equals to 0. It represents a parabola when and only when ABC plus 2FGH minus AF square minus BG square minus CH square should not be equal to 0 and E should be equals to 1. So these are the two conditions for this general equation to become a general equation of parabola. Okay. So without wasting further time, let's start with the question. So it is not always going to happen that the vertex of the parabola is at origin. In that particular scenario, you have to change the origin. So change of origin in real life. So first question, the coordinate is the anti-equal. The coordinate of focus of parabola x square minus 4x minus 8y minus 4 is equals to 0. This is the equation of parabola and we need to find out the focus. Okay, so parabola is mostly in the it can be equals to x square is equals to 4ay. So we'll try to make this given equation in this format. How? By making it a perfect square. So x square minus 4x. To make this a perfect square, we will take its coefficients half and we'll take its square and plus minus it. What is it? 2. 2 square is 4 only. So plus 2 square minus 2 square minus 8y minus 4 is equals to 0. Okay. So x square plus 2 square. So x plus x minus 2 whole square is what? X square plus 2 square minus of 4x. Okay, what is remaining? Minus 8y minus 4 and minus 4 is remaining. So let's bring everything to the right hand side. X minus 2 whole square is equals to 8y plus 8. So x minus 2 whole square is equals to 8 into y plus 1. Representing this in this format. So instead of writing small x and small y, let me write capital X and capital Y. So just to get a feel, x square is equals to 4ay. Okay, x minus 2 whole square is equals to 4 into 2 into y plus 1. Now comparing this equation with the general equation, what do we get? What do we get? I'm writing in white that x is equals to small x minus 2, capital Y is equals to y plus 1. Okay, so if I say like x square is equals to 4, 2, capital Y. So focus is 2. Focus is 2 here, na? The point, the focus is going to somewhat 2. In this kind of x square, like when is this happening? X square is equals to 4ay. So in this scenario, a is 2, a is 2. Okay, so a is 2. So what is the coordinate for focus? So x square is equals to 4ai. 4 into 2 into y means y is always going to be positive. So the parallel parabola will be like this, and the focus will be 0, 2. Okay, so the focus here is 0, 2. But as we know that capital X is equals to x minus 2. Let's go back. Check. X is equals to x minus 2 and capital Y is equals to small y plus 1. This time the capital X is 0. This is the this is somewhat we are relating two coordinate systems. Okay. The coordinate system in which we are referring to capital X and capital Y, according to that, our focus is 0 and 2. This is as per X and this is Y. So if X is 0, so small x will be 2. If capital Y is 2, then small y will be 1. So our focus as per small x and small y coordinate system is 2, 1, which is our answer. So this is how shifting of origin happens. Please understand this is an important time. What we done in the last is really special. Here the focus 0, 2 was as per capital X and capital Y coordinate system. Then we converted our focus as 2 and 1 as per our small x and small y coordinate system. Is this clear? Say yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. What's important are these values. These are really important. I'm not asking you to like cram everything, but please understand each and everything and revise it often. So this is how we can solve all the questions regarding parabola. First example. In this, we have to find the equation of the parabola whose focus is 0, 0 and whose directrix is the straight line 3x minus 4y plus 2 is equals to 0. Okay, let's take the directrix as 3x minus 4y plus 2 is equals to 0. We know the directrix and there's a vertex which is the middle point between the focus. So this is the focus. Focus is 0, 0. Okay. And this is the parabola. And this is the point. Let's say the point. One more thing that there is a property of parabola. I'm writing it here. That the distance between any point on parabola from directrix and focus is always equal. Always equal. Means this distance, let's say if this is a point, I should have taken, wait a minute, laptop is hanged. So basically the point is the distance between any point on the parabola from the directrix and the focus is always going to remain equal. Like this distance and this distance. These both are equal. This distance and this distance are always going to equal. Okay. So do you get this point?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. I hope I do not lose my diagram. Yeah. So coming here. So the distance between the directrix and this point and the direction distance between these 2 points has to be equal. Okay. How do we find the distance between a line and a point? By simply, uh, so what is, by simply substituting the x and y in the straight line. So after substituting even this remains x and y only. And then its modulus divided by square of 3 square is 9 plus 4 square which is 16. This distance should be equal to the distance between the focus and this point. This will be given by square root of x minus 0 whole square plus y minus 0 whole square. Taking the square root on to the left hand side, doing it square, which is 9 plus 16 is 25 now. 25 square root is 5. Its square is equals to x square plus y. From here, x and y is a general point, and if we find out the relation between x and y, that will be our equation of parabola. Simple. So 5 square becomes 25 onto the right hand side. 25x square plus 25y square. and the remaining, we use yellow color for it. It's square. So square will open a square plus b, a plus b plus c square is a square plus b square plus c square plus 2ab plus 2bc plus 2ca. Okay. So, so 3x square is 9x square, 16y square plus 4 plus 2ab. Now plus 2ab is minus 24xy, then plus 12x minus 16y. So multiply 3, 4. Okay. 4, 8. 4, 2 into 2. Okay. 3, 2, 6 into 12. Okay. Done. What else is left? Nothing, I guess. Nothing is left. To the right hand side, this is the case. Now let's bring everything to the right hand side. Okay. So 25x square minus 9x square is 16x square plus 25y square minus 16y square plus 9y square. Then okay. Then everything becomes, sign changes, 12x plus 16y minus 4. Now let's match options. Minus 4. Okay, option B is eliminated. Minus 4. Now let's check for option number A, 16x square plus 9y square plus 24xy minus 12x, 16y minus 4. Option number A becomes our correct option. Understood?
Yes, sir.
From, yeah, great. So what we learned from here, the distance between the directrix and the point on any point on the parabola, the distance between the point and the focus, these two distances are always equal. This is an important property. Let's now solve two more examples, then we'll have a break. Okay, Arini? Is the dinner ready? Focus. Y square is equals y square minus x minus 2y plus 2 is equals to 0. Okay. So y square minus 2y minus x plus 2 is equals to 0. So for making it a perfect square, so let's take its plus 1 square minus 1 square minus x plus 2. This is what? Y minus 1 whole square. What is remaining? Minus x plus 2 minus 1 plus 1 is equals to 0. Y minus 1 whole square is equals to x minus of 1. Now let me write it in this format, 4 into 1 by 4 into x minus 1. So comparing this with y square is equals to 4ay, sorry, 4ax, then capital Y becomes y minus 1 and a becomes 1 by 4 and capital X becomes x minus 1. So according to this, the focus becomes 1 by 4, 0 as per capital X and capital Y. 1 by 4 by 0, right? 1 by 4 and 0. This is the focus. Now let's, as per, as like capital X, focus is 1 by 4, 0 as per capital X and capital Y. So if capital X is, we know capital X is equals to small x minus 1. So 1 by 4 is equals to small x minus 1. Small x becomes 1 by 4 plus 1 is equals to 5 by 4. So 5 by 4, option number B should be our answer. And yes, option number B is our correct answer. Understood? And also we didn't solve for y because the options were incomplete. So y was 0, which is also equals to y minus 1. So y becomes 1. So the focus becomes 5 by 4 and 1 is the focus. Understood?
Yes, sir.
And next question, find the coordinates of a point on the parabola y square is equals to 8x where the focus distance is 4. The focal distance is 4. Okay. Hmm. So we know when y square is equals to 8x, when y square is equals to 8x, and how do we find out y square is equals to 4a into x? A is 2 here, and 4y square is equals to 4ax. Like the x is always positive, so the parabola is somewhat like this. To find out the focal distance, it is given by x plus a. Okay. So the focal distance is given as 4. 4 is equals to x plus a. A is 2 here. X is equals to 2. So the x coordinate becomes 2 for sure. X coordinate becomes 2. Okay. So option number D cannot be our answer. Now let's discuss about this point is also lying on the parabola. So if this point is lying on the parabola, we can find out y now. Y square is equals to 4 into 2 into x, which is 2. So this has become 4 into 4 square. So if we take square root, then it becomes plus minus 4. So C becomes our correct answer. Yes, C is the correct answer. First, we have find out x because the focal distance is x plus a as per our formula. Okay. So next is the parametric form of equation. So as we know in this, simply you will relate y square. Simply you will relate x with 80 square and y with 280. For the form y square is equals to 4ax. X with 80 square and y with 280. Where t is being the parameter. There's one more thing that I'll give. The parametric relation between the coordinates of the ends of a focal chord of a parabola is t1, t2 is equals to -1. Okay. If one extremity of a focal chord is this, then the other extremity will be this. Then it becomes a t2 square and 2at. So basically, just the inverse. I think there will be a negative sign here as well. No, no, because there is a square. That's why there is a negative. That's why there is a positive sign. So what they are saying is just exchange T2 with 1 minus T1 or T1 with 1 minus T2 to simply find out the extremes. What is the focal chord? Do you remember? Like focal chord is passing through the focus and is perpendicular to the axis. And these are the two extremities. one extremity is given as 8t1 square and 281, because as per the equation, that is what parametric form will suggest. Then this is 82 square. So instead of 82 square, write a by t1 square. Positive because this is square. This time minus of 280 t2, because t1 is equals to minus of 1 by t2 na. That's why. Clear?
Yes, sir.
X is equals to 80 square and y is equals to 280. There is a question. What we need to find out is x and y coordinates. So first of all, uh, y minus 1 square, that is y minus 1 square is given as 12 into x plus 1. So this is the parabola of the form y minus k is equals to 4a into x minus x. So from here, what we can consider is that this is the form of y square is equals to 4ax, where capital Y is y minus y and capital X is x plus 1 and a is 3. Okay, if that is so, then we know that the x coordinate is equals to 80 square, what we have just discussed in the parametric form. Now, x coordinate is equal to 80 square whenever y square is equal to 4ax is the scenario. Y is equals to 280. What is x here? X is x plus 1 this time. A is 3. T square. And what is y? Y minus 1 is equals to 2 into a. 2 into 3 6. T. 280 na. So these are x and y. Let's solve for x. X becomes 3t square minus 1. Y becomes 60 plus 1. So option number A should be our correct option. Let's check for solution. Option number A is the correct option. Simply, you have to remember the parameters. 80 square and 280. Is this question clear? Understood? Should I explain?
Sir, clear,
Explain?
sir.
Okay. So this time we'll be discussing about a point HK. We'll be discussing its position with respect to a parabola. Okay. So typically there is the equation is of parabola is 4ax or 4ay. Okay. So what we are going to do, if this is the equation of parabola, then we are going to check k square minus of 4ah. K square minus of 4ah. If this is going to be negative, then it means that the point is lying inside. If this is going to become 0, then point is lying on the parabola. And if this is going to become positive, more than 0, then point is lying outside the parabola. Outside the parabola means outside this concave shape. Inside the parabola means inside there. On parabola means somewhat on the line, somewhat on the curve. Is this thing clear? Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. If we are discussing about parabola x square is equals to 4ay, then h and k will be reversed. So here the position of a point lies relative to this parabola. Okay. So instead of y square, I'll put y 49 minus of 12 into x. X is minus of 1. 49 plus 12 है, which is actually greater than which is actually greater than 0, means positive. So it's lying outside, the point is lying outside the parabola. And they have written it like 49 minus 12x. Okay, they have mistakenly taken it as negative because like y square minus 12x and then x is also negative, so it becomes positive. Doesn't matter, it is still more than 0. So the point is lying outside the parabola. Understood? Hello, hello. Understood?
Yeah, sir.
Yeah.